Hi guys, I'm MK. Welcome to Bybit Answers. We are here to answer any questions from the community about anything and everything about Bybit. So I'm here today to actually answer and talk about our recent collaboration with MIRL NFT, and we have the team here together with us today.
Hi everyone, my name is Georgie. I'm from MIRL.
Let's move on to the first question.
MIRL actually stands for MIRL. Also stands for Made in Real Life. It's the first decentralized fashion brand to bridge the gap between the metaverse and the physical world. And through fashion, we believe that it's a perfect medium to integrate this universe together. Why fashion? Because it's part and parcel of our daily lifestyle. And besides being just a fashion brand, we actually have a DAO incubator program for aspiring and up-and-coming creative or fashion designer to come on board. And we'll collaborate with them, work with them to launch an NFT and a physical collection.
Cool, that's very exciting. So next question.
In a way, the NFT space is pretty saturated right now with a lot of NFT projects, but we are beyond just being a JPEG. A lot of them don't have utility, but I think what stands out is that MIRL allows our NFT holders to not just have the NFTs, but the physical product as well. So in a way, they can, not just have their MIRL NFT in the metaverse, such as Sandbox, Decentraland, or our up-and-coming metaverse, but they are also able to express themselves being part of the MIRL community in real life with our redeemable physical wearable to be redeemed in the future.
So 3 reasons. The first being actually, I think, similar with MIRL as well. Bybit is actually all about true utility. So I think, as what you said, we really wanted to provide real value to those who hold the NFT. So what we actually are also offering this time around is actually a flexible saving product that you can actually use and utilize with this NFT. I think secondly as well, we really believe in the whole concept of including or widening the accessibility of the crypto ecosystem. And we find that NFTs are a great way to sort of catch people's attention, bring them in. And I think that's again what MIRL believes in as well. And last but not least, I think a big part of what Bybit does is also to ensure that we behave in very sustainable kind of projects and support them. And again, I think that's very in line with the way you actually approach fashion as well.
The Genesis drop actually represents a higher membership tier within our ecosystem, so they are kind of like a VVIP. So what they get is not just access to the physical and digital product through collaboration with creative or Web2, Web3 brands, but through that they also be invited or have exclusive access to events such as Art Dubai or even fashion show. So it may be virtual or physical fashion show depending on how the pandemic turns out. But besides that, our early supporters, which are the VVIP, will also have access to a location of MIRL airdrop, our native token. This is not just to incentivize them for supporting us early, but to allow them to participate within our robust ecosystem. Of course, our physical wearable, which can be acquired by our Genesis NFT holders, will be made to order and exclusively for them only.
Very cool. And actually, we have 1,111 of them available exclusively for Bybit users as well. So if you're a VIP holder or if you actually are a loyal supporter of Bybit, keep an eye out on our socials. There are campaigns for you to actually get your hands on them. And in the event that you can't, actually don't worry. They will actually be available on our Bybit NFT marketplace really soon.
Well, the only way you can do that is through the secondary market.
Like the Bybit NFT marketplace?
That's right. And this is because we do not want to launch a second Genesis drop. It kind of dilutes the value for our early supporters. So in a way, we only have a limited supply for the Genesis drop. But if you still wish to have the VIP privileges, you can still get it from secondary market. As long as you have ownership of the Genesis NFT, you have all the entitlements and benefits.
These are the questions we have for us, and I think we have some design and perk related questions coming up. So we're going to hand the time over to Joanna and Sky.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Sky.
Hi, and I'm Joanna.
So we will be talking about the MIRL NFT designs right now.
I'm in fashion trade, right? So when I first started the project, I was wondering how can I bridge, between NFT and fashion in this metaverse space, which is why at the end of the day, our team, we created this world called Metanoia, which is a safe haven for 4,548 personas who live in this world. And we identify ourselves as a group of electric misfit who do not fit into this, what the society actually perceive us to be. And we use fashion as a way to break through, these boundaries. And also because we all know that crypto is a very male-dominated place, right? And I really want to bridge this, close this gap with having females to be on board, which is why we created oversized but still neutral, gender-neutral apparels. Yeah, this is how we came about.
Yes, absolutely. So these NFTs are actually inspired by our own internal Bybit culture, where there are main 5 characters that actually inspire this whole series. So the first one is the Maker, followed by the Maven, the Pathfinder, the Ally, and the Forager. So For example, the forager, they actually represent the marketing department. You know how marketing team is always like so creative and full of ideas, big, crazy, or like simple. Yeah, and they're always finding new ways to actually reach out to the different clients and audience. So yeah, this kind of creativity is like how the forager is actually being born.
And I would say yes. We all know fashion is ever changing. You know how fashion labels or blog shops, they are just producing collections after collection very quickly. And we all know that as the virtual world is expanding, we see more and more people diving into these online communities that really replicate the real world. And for me, I always say that sustainability, it's not a trend, it's a norm. And you know, we have manufacturers that are based in quite a few countries like in India, Australia, Indonesia, and even in China. And we can rest assure you guys that we are not a fast fashion. We don't mass produce. There's definitely no sweatshops because we are very big on, you know, ethical, eco-friendly production. And you know, one method that we are currently exploring, which is going to be exciting, is 3D technology. So I'm not sure whether you heard about it. We are trying to use 3D technology to possibly eliminate, you know, dead stocks, wastage of fabric. And because they allow very accurate pre-production, so even like going down to every seam, every trimming is all accounted for. So I do believe that with, you know, how fast this technology is going in this virtual world, I do believe that we can definitely promote sustainability and reduce fashion wastage. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds super promising. I can't wait to try the 3D.
Yeah, one day.
That's a very great question. Okay, so for all Bybit MIRL NFT holders, you will get to enjoy an exclusive 6.88% annual percentage yield flexible savings pool on our Bybit Earn platform.
Okay.
So flexible savings is actually a low risk capital guaranteed product that is available on Bybit itself, and the pool will actually start on 18 April itself. So what's so special about it is that it's actually one of the highest and more competitive APY that you'll see on centralized exchange itself. And the best part is that you can withdraw your funds anytime. So for example, even though the pool is 30 days, right? If you choose to withdraw it within 15 days, feel free to just withdraw it.
Okay, cool. But I have a question for you. So is this 6.88% APY guaranteed, or like why lose any capital?
Yes, it's definitely guaranteed. So you can be rest assured that your capital that you see there will not decrease but will only grow in amount.
Okay, cool. So how do I get started?
Yeah, so if you actually win the NFT via our Bybit campaigns or you purchase it off our Bybit NFT marketplace, the following steps are quite simple. So firstly, you just need to deposit Ether or ETH into a Bybit Earn account, and then afterwards just hit the Bybit Earn page, go to Flexible Savings tab, find the pool for the ETH, and then after that simply click Stake Now and slowly watch your savings grow within that 30 days. So, but don't worry, for those who actually minted it on MIRL website or purchase it on OpenSea or mintable.com, you can simply just deposit your MIRL NFT into Bybit NFT marketplace, and after which the steps are similar and actually the same as the normal way. Yeah.
Okay. I think we have a few more questions. So next.
So other than the NFTs, we have our fungible native token, MIRL. It will be the governance and utility token within our ecosystem. Other than being the primary mode of payment for our products, such as the NFTs and physical product, the wearables for future collaboration, our scholarship, our revenue will all be settled in MIRL. Besides that, the reward for staking or liquidity providers will also be in MIRL. Of course, besides that, for the governance and the DAO, if our community wish to vote in new Web2, Web3 brands or even designers, it will be also through the MIRL token. In terms of supply, is 1 billion, will be listed in May at 0.022. It will be launched on IDO launchpads across EVM compatible chains and Solana.
Yes, of course, guys. Fret not. So even if you buy the NFT from our Bybit NFT marketplace, as long as you're holding it during the whole vesting period, you'll be entitled to the MIRL token airdrop. So honestly, we have so much in store for you guys, and we can't wait for you all to actually enjoy it. Alright, so that's all that we have for you guys today.
Look out for more perks coming up for Bybit and MIRL NFT holders.
Do click on the link in the description to actually learn more about this Bybit and MIRL NFT project. And thanks for joining us. So I'm Sky.
I'm Georgie.
And this is Bybit Answers. Bye!